everyone, welcome to my channel. What I'm thinking of doing, but I'm gonna see if I can pull it off, since I'm fixing to do a bundt cake. This is my lunch. This is some shredded, I sauteed some this pink Alaskan salmon from Trader Joe's. I sauteed it with some minced onions, a little bit of extra, avocado oil, and some seasonings. I typically use various things. I can clip in somewhere what I use today. And then I sauteed the onions, some drained corn, and the salmon, and the seasonings. And then once it was just about done, cooked, I added the noodles on top. Now these are the Raymond brown rice and millet noodles, and I get that from Costco's. And I added in some chicken broth, and I worked it around, and I added in some purified water here, and I put the lid on and let it come to this point. Now I'm fixing to turn the eye down and let it simmer for probably another, I would say about 2 more minutes, because I see a couple of noodles that's just being stubborn. That's the only thing with the brown noodles. You do get a nice nutritional profile with it. It's gluten-free. It's vegan. They're saying 4 minutes. I would say 6. And then I have some Dave's Killer Bread, 1 slice in my toaster oven for my little toast, and put some butter on it. And that's going to be my lunch. Yes, get on me, everybody. It's 3:55 p.m. here in Florida, and I'm just stopping with various responsibilities and tasks to fix myself some lunch. Boo to me on that. Over here, I'm starting to pull the items that's going to be for the cake. So I have some almond extract, I have some pure bourbon vanilla extract, some cornstarch, some cornstarch, baking soda, baking powder. I don't know why I have 2. Oh, because I stopped. I just buy extra. And so I was checking the date, and this is the one I'm going to open, because this is the one that'll expire first. I have the flour, and then most folks would know, but just in case you don't, your butter and your eggs needs to be at room temperature. So I took this out about an hour and a half ago. I'm going to have lunch first, eat me some ice, and then come and do this. So the eggs and the butter has already been out. Once I begin to work on this, I'll take the milk back out. I did have it out earlier, and I was like, I'm not ready yet, so I put the milk back in the refrigerator. There's a few other things that'll go into this bundt cake, but I've already cleaned out the pan, so it's over there behind me. And then on top of that, I was watching Kim over at the Watch channel. I gotta go back and comment and let her know, oh my gosh, she's such a lifesaver, because I had everything to make no-bake energy bars. So if my phone will let me, and I'm not feeling like a raging rabbit around here, then I'll record some more, or at least the end results or something like that, and try to put it in a little video that can go up this evening, because I do get periodically, at least twice a month, someone asks me somewhere to record more of my cooking. So I'm trying to adhere to that. I have a very temperamental device, and that prohibits sometimes me being able to do things like that. So if it works, you'll see the video go up. Bye for now. Okay, so this is the second part of me in this kitchen today. So I'm fixing to work on the energy balls. I pulled 2 different recipes, and I'm not going to alter it too much. I'm going to follow it pretty much according to the way it is written. The only thing that I will be modifying is it's calling for honey, and I don't have any organic raw honey on hand, but I could use maple syrup. If you eat agave nectar, you can use it. It's just not the healthiest choice. So, needless to say, it's calling for semi-sweet chocolate chips, shredded coconut. Hello, get your camera angle right here, lady. Vanilla extract, creamy peanut butter, old-fashioned oats, ground flax seeds, and chia seeds, which they're saying is optional. And yeah, so I'm going to put everything in this bowl. I have my measuring cups out. And what I liked about this recipe is that it does give you like double and triple the portion. So you can click on if you want it 1 time, 2 times, or 3 times, and it'll automatically adjust how much you need to put in. So be right back. All right, so the next step would be to stir all the ingredients together in a medium-sized bowl and to thoroughly incorporate it. Cover and let chill in the refrigerator for 1 hour. Once chilled, you can then roll into balls, whatever size that you would like. This person says they normally do about a 1-inch diameter, but obviously you can do what you like. And this will keep fresh and, you know, safe enough to eat up to 1 week, depending on your refrigerator. In your refrigerator, and it should make around 20 to 25 balls. For whatever reason, I'm having a hell of a time printing out what it called for. Hold on. All right, the measurements is as follows. It would be 1 cup of the oats, 2/3 cups of the shredded coconut. You would then do 1/2 cup of the peanut butter or nut butter of your choice. You're not locked into peanut butter. You can also choose different textures or shred sizes for your coconut. Ground flax seeds, chia seeds is optional, but flax seeds there. I use semi-sweet chocolate chip, organic. You can use peanut butter chips. You can use, you know, the sky's the limit, you guys. If you're a dark chocolate person, you can do that, white chocolate, and etc. It's calling for 1/2 cup of the chocolate chips, 1/2 cup of the flax seed, 1 tablespoon of the chia seed, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, which is buried at the bottom, and 1/3 cup of honey, which is over there. So I'm going to incorporate everything as it stated, place it into a airtight sealed container, put it in the refrigerator for about an hour, and then I'll make my balls from there. LOL. And yes, today Rolle was following directions, minus I needed to substitute the honey for maple syrup. Oh my God, I just want to pop on and say the aroma that is kicking off from this mixture is incredible. I'm fixing to hurry up and put this in the refrigerator so an hour can come and go. I'm tasting just a little pinch out of it, and it tastes very good. The maple syrup blended so nicely with it. So it's all good. I just want to give another shout out. This is not the exact recipe that Kim from the Watts used. She used something different, but the idea to make this came from watching her video, and just so happened, praise God, I had all the things on hand minus that honey. She used the agave nectar. Now, I don't do that over here, but yeah, I'm so excited, and if it's enough recording time, I'll show you guys the balls and clip it in a photo here. Now I'm fixing to get ready to, as you can see over here, work on my bundt cake. Okay, party people, I want to come in and make a note on the energy balls. Like anything in the world of balls, they come in different shapes and different sizes mainly. Same shape, different size. And so that's what we got going on here, but I tried to keep them relatively consistent. Don't go in rolling like you're rolling your meatballs, like for a pasta dish or what have you. You would want to put in the center of your hands, make it like a cup, get so much of it with the opposite hand, and put it into the center of the hand. Close it like in a pressing, like a press motion, like that. Once it begins to come together, then you can gauge if you want to add some more of the mixture, and then press. And then once you kind of get your first kind of a ball, then you rotate, you know, go from hand to hand, like how you would toss a tennis ball or something idly. And that's how they'll come to this. You go in rolling, bruh, like you're doing meatballs, you're going to have a problem. Alright guys, before I beat it, LOL, yeah, no pun intended, this has in it 3 sticks of salted butter. Now it didn't specify whether you use salted or unsalted. I have both on hand. However, the unsalted was in the freezer and I pulled out salted. So where it's calling for 1.5 tablespoons of kosher salt, I will only use less than half because the butter is already salted. You feel me? So you just make those kind of little modifications. So let's get into what's in the bowl. 2 cups of granulated sugar. I have 3 sticks of softened butter. I have in here the 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. And then I have a 1/2 tablespoon of almond extract. So I'm fixing to blend this together off camera, and then I'll begin to add 1 egg at a time until everybody is like so, and then I'll begin to mix the dry goods together with the wet. All 4 eggs have been added. Now it says, you know, beat everybody until it's light and fluffy. I think it does have a very nice whipped consistency. I did add 1 egg at a time, and the recipe called for 4. At this point, you can kind of, like I did, with a little spoon, taste it and determine from there if you want to then add your extracts. I added it to the base, but it's saying you can add it now, whatever floats your boat. I normally taste it here and determine if I want to make adjustments. So, I don't know. I might add a little bit more almond extract because I do like it. Because it's really is underneath the vanilla because we used more vanilla than almond. The next step I'll be doing is adding in, let me say it really quickly, 3 cups of all-purpose flour. And then the different little measurements for stuff like 2 tablespoons for the baking powder, 2 teaspoons for the baking powder, 6 tablespoons for the cornstarch, and I'm missing someone, I feel like. Oh, this one is not asking for baking soda. Okay, cool. All right, folks. When it comes, I come back on, I'll be showing you the guy. This is what we're going to call this cake today. This vanilla bundt cake. Guy is going in the oven. Be right back. Morticia nearly forgot the 1 cup of milk, but I'm on it. I caught myself. You know, slowing down is key. It's really key. Hooga, be in the moment. Yeah, man. All right, I'm fixing to get old Guy here into the bundt cake pan. I've already sprayed the avocado oil all around it. And then it's going into the preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I will make a note and say when you're using casa and different organic flours or flour alternatives, play with your recipe a little bit because they do cook up a little bit different or bake up a little bit different than your traditional stripped to the bone poor nutritional value flours that we've maybe been accustomed to using at some point in our adult lives. So just know that when you're going into certain recipes and you begin to use cacao powder and different, it's going to taste different to you. You may need to add a little bit more milk. You may need to do different things to get it to be the way you're traditionally used to tasting it. And I also want to make a correction on the energy bars. For whatever reason, I felt like it needed to be in the refrigerator for an hour. It only needs to be in there for 10 minutes and then you can make your balls. Let me go ahead and get back to this. So it's going into the pan and then into the oven. I'm trying to get it as centered in the rack without burning my hands. Bye, guy. All right, homies. 350 for 55 minutes. You see it? You see it there in column 3. All I had in the back of my head while I was mixing it for one more time, I added a little bit more milk because it was looking way too stiff for me, was like a version. So I was just like, you know what, like a version. Woo. Baking for the very first time. Yeah, man. I haven't baked since last Memorial Day, so this is what happens, you know, when you just stop doing certain things, you become slightly ignorant. But I'm going to let Guy bake for 55 minutes, and then I'll try to come back and let you guys see what he looks like. And I'm going to, while he's baking, I'm going to go ahead and clean up the last little bit of my hoo-ha and roll up the balls and try to get either a picture or a video clip in. Pardon me and my little Raggedy Ann way of sharing my what the hell I got into this this day, but I'm just playing around with this and see if I can get comfortable with the steps and stuff like that, because I'm just really a regular cook and I kind of cook off the cuff, and even when I have a recipe I make adjustments and stuff like that, and I go into it like that. So I'm a little semi-unstructured in the way that I cook, and so when people say, did you do this? And sometimes I have to write my own stuff down for myself, because it's like, wow, that came out really good. What the hell did you do, lady? And so, yeah. All right, folks, because I don't need the video a mile long. Bye. Till later, I guess. Oh, and my phone is raggedy and it's just stupid and it doesn't want to end the video right now, you know. So we'll just stand here and be awkward together. Yeah. Isn't Guy handsome? He's ready to come on out. I was back there watching Grantchester. It's a murder mystery show. You guys know I like my BBC stuff. And it is, oh no, we're not going to be doing this with one hand. Hold on. Okay, so I'm going to let Guy sit out here and cool. I'm going back to the next episode of Grantchester. It's an awesome murder mystery. It's about a clergyman. Oh no, he's a vicar. He's a vicar and he helps this detective solve these different murders each episode. And what I like is a lot of the village people are concurrent, and a lot of the storylines, I'm trying to say, is concurrent, and a lot of the cast of the people that live in the area, they're not like the main cast at all, but you see them again, so it seems real, you know what I mean? And I love English countryside, so Cranford and different movies and stuff where you get to see the English countryside. But anyways, we're going to let Guy, this is what he looks like, say hi, he made it. We're going to let him settle down, cool off before I flip him over. Alright guys, I'm out. I'm going to try to piece together this video some kind of way, and I'll throw it up sometime tomorrow. Have a blessed day, everybody. Peace.